Welcome back to the 3D playbook. So in today's lecture we will model this 3D sheet metal part in Autodesk Inventor 2027. This is how it looks like. Let me just show you in flat pattern. Look, there are 3 slots, 4 holes, and at each edge there are 4 flanges at each edge. So basically we also have a drawing here. So the inner radius is given, means the thickness is outside thickness. So how are we gonna make that? Let me just Control N for the new part, select sheet metal template in metric, select create here, start 2D sketch, and I will choose the XY plane because it's simpler to create things in XY plane. So how are we gonna do that? We will add this radius 30 first. Since it is a radius circle, so I will just type 30 here. Let me just drag it a little bit up. Project geometry, and the origin we need y-axis. Select this line and turn into construction. Select vertical constraint and align with this point. Go back to the drawing sheet. Now there is also a radius of 30 here, these 2 arcs, and then a straight line from the center to the bottom. It is 70 millimeter. Let me select a line like this. Select dimension, select this point, and this should be 70 as per drawing. Okay, let me just select fillet here, and it is, let me just first trim. Let me select mirror, select this, and the mirror line is this one. Apply. Let me trim here like this. Select fillet, this and this. I will just simply type 30 here. Okay, also for this, let me go back to the sheet. The distance between the lines is 35 millimeter given here. Look in the front view. So I will just simply choose dimension, select this line, and this is 35. Let me just divide. Okay, 17.5 here. Center, let me just select this and this. Okay, this is fully constrained. So let me finish sketch. Now here what we gonna do, that since it is an open sketch, we use control flange because it is used for sketches. Let me use symmetric dimension and the thickness. What was the thickness? Let me just see it in drawing sheet. 53 millimeter, not thickness but the amount of extrusion. So let me select control flange here, symmetric. It will go equally in both directions. Let me just zoom in. Let me choose outside. Look, it was inside and it was flipped. I just flipped it to the outside. Okay, select OK for this. Go to the sheet metal defaults in setup tab and choose thickness. The thickness was 2 millimeter. Okay, let me just rotate and show you. This is how it is looking. Go back to the drawing sheet. Let me just see if it was 53. Look, 35, not 35 but 53, my bad. Okay, Go back to the drawing sheet. Let's add these flanges here. Let me just go back to the drawing area and choose flange here because we want to create a flange. Select this, the outer edge, like this, and we want to add material here. It should not cut this section, so what we're going to choose, this one, plane tangent to or at side face, this one, and also this one, interface through plane. Let me just show you. Look, it is not cutting it now. Let me select OK. Go back to the drawing sheet. 20. Let me just add 20 here. Add it. 20 and press OK. Go back to the drawing sheet. There is a radius 6 here. 8 radiuses mean this 4 here and 4 here. Each flange has 2 radiuses, so radius 6 is the corner. I will just choose, where is the corner? Let me just see it. This one, corner round in modify tab. Select this corner and this, radius 6. OK. Select this face and create sketch. Since there is a hole at flange, go back to the drawing sheet. What is the amount of hole? Let me just dimension. I just forgot to add diameter 6. 13.7 vertically and 8 from this side face. Let me just select a point, draw here, select dimension 13.7, 17.3, and it is away from this face with 8 mm. Let me finish sketch. Select hole. Where is the hole? Here it is. 6 mm through all and select OK. Let me select mirror and we will just save our time instead of creating flanges at each edge. So I will just choose plane. This one first, features. This is the feature, corner round and also hold. Select OK. Again select the mirror, this flange, corner round, hole, and this mirror. And what is the plane? This is the plane because it is in the center, so select OK. Go back to the drawing sheet. Now it's time to create this slot at side edge. Look, you can also see in isometric view a slot of 22 mm from center to center point and radius 5. Select this face, create sketch here. Let me choose project cut edges so we can stick our sketch center to center like this. Let me choose horizontal constraint, select this point and this. OK, it is horizontally aligned. What was the dimension? 22 and radius 5. 22 and this is of radius 5. Go back to the drawing sheet and it is 15.50 from this line, this face, not with the flanges we have created. Go back to the part, select dimension, select this point and this, 15.50. Now just add the distance from this face, not with the flanges. It is 15.50 from the outer face to the inside point for the radius. Select dimension, this line and this point, not this point, but this point. And this line, it should be 15.50. Okay, it is perfect. Go back to the part and it is 16.50 from the bottom. Select dimension again, this point and this. $16.50. Let me just delete this constraint because I have added a constraint earlier. Now you can add. Let me delete. Go back to the drawing sheet. 16.50. Okay, now it is perfect. Let me finish sketch. Select cut here to cut the material, and I will choose through all because I also need this slot at this face, so I will choose cut all and select OK. Now it's time for the slot that is at this face. Go back to the drawing sheet, this one. Let me just unfold, select a stationary reference, this one, add all bends, and I will choose apply. Okay, let me just rotate like this. Select this face, create sketch here, project cut edges, go back to the drawing sheet, and this is a slot at the center of this whole unfolded part. 60 millimeter is the center to center distance and radius 6. Let me choose again center to center slot like this. Select this point, and this is 60, radius 6. Again go back to the sheet, and it is 20.50 from this face to this face. Select this line and this 20.5, and it is away from this line, bend line, 48.29. Let me select the vertical constraint and align this. Go back to the part, select dimension, point, and this. Let me just see if it gives the dimension 48.29 from the bend line. So I will choose inspect, select measure, select this and this. Okay, 48.29. We are going good. Flat pattern, go to folded part, and I will choose here refold. Select this, add all bends here, apply, cancel. Just rotate, this is front, and this is the top. Okay, select all of this, go to the material scheme here, actually the appearance for this part, and choose whatever you want. Let me just choose silver here. Let's see how it gives the look. Okay, it looks good. So this was our today's part. Hope you liked it and enjoyed it. Keep watching the videos, comment for the videos, sub to the channel, and thanks for watching.